Mombasa Principal Magistrate Edgar Kagoni has been arrested. Kagoni was arrested by officers of the Directorate of Criminal Investigations alongside Onesmus Momanyi, a court assistant, Abdallah Abubakar, who has been in charge of exhibits, and Lawrence Thoya, a support staff at the Mombasa Law Courts. The DPP says that the four suspects recklessly handled exhibits, leading to the loss of 10 kilograms of heroin valued at 10 million shillings and over 600,000 shillings. Kevin Mutai now joins us live from Mombasa with those details. Kevin, very shocking news, and only goes to show how deeply entrenched the drugs trade is at the coast, right?
Well, indeed, that is true, and very shocking to discover that court officials here in Mombasa have been part and parcel of the narcotics business here at the coast region. Just to bring you up to speed on what has befallen Edgar Kagoni and other court officials, their arrest came after the DCI officials received a complaint on the 8th of August from a magistrate here within the Mombasa Law Courts, who raised concerns over the reckless handling of exhibits in the case that involved Masood Eid, a drug trafficker, and two others. The anti-narcotics detectives immediately commenced investigations and discovered that Masood Eid had been presented to court with 10 kilograms of heroin and over 600,000 cash money. The magistrate who presided over that particular case was Edgar Kagoni, and upon further investigations, the officers found out that Kagoni allowed drugs to be kept under the custody of a court official identified as Onesmus Momanyi. The officer said that Kagoni declined to give them the custody of the drugs, which contradicted the manual registry, which requires that the court give orders for the appropriate storage of exhibits. Later in this year, around June, Kagoni delivered a ruling on the 11th of June 2019 and convicted Hussein Masood Eid for trafficking narcotics and sentenced him to 30 years in prison, and in addition fined him 90 million shillings. But in June, the same month, the drugs and the money which had been exhibits in that case were discovered to have gone missing, and that particular issue was also raised to the detectives, and it was I found out that the officers, the court officials, were behind the theft of that particular consignment of drugs and the cash. That prompted the DCI to institute investigations, which led to conclusions that the four court officials allegedly or behind the theft of the narcotics. The DPP now says that they will be charged, among other things, obstruction of justice and aiding and abetting the drug business. Also to bring to your attention, Edmond, is that the DCI officers here in Mombasa are also yet to deliver another file to the office of the DPP in this particular matter, again regarding Edgar Kagoni. The DCI officers are accusing Kagoni and of course other court officials, the senior court officials also here in Mombasa, for forging documents, and that helped in the release of another suspect, Mohammed Ali Noor. These are the details that we are still gathering from the detectives in Mombasa, and I'm sure we will be able to update our viewers more on what is transpiring. As at now, the suspects are in lawful custody and will be arraigned on Monday.